Hello boys, my name is Koyoshi, doing another video today just to keep on track with my video recordings. My last video, this is Kirby in the Forgotten Land blind playthrough 100% of course. My last video we left off at getting some more extra Waddle Dees in the stages we missed them. And we now have a lot of progress done, and I like that there's this area that literally keeps track of it. We got all of the Waddle Dees in the first 5 worlds, and now the main last world is left, and it only has 3 stages left. As for Treasure World West, we've gotten every one but 2 of them. One which was blocked, the other which searched for a suspicious place, but before I do that, I'm gonna first do this level because I want to do that. I want to figure out how to use Crash to defeat Krusty, because I usually don't get Crash here. Speaking of which, because it's Crash and not Wild Crash, I have to make sure I actually switch power-ups. The game sometimes, I feel like the last time I dealt with this, the game mentions, oh, you have to use a certain power-up for a certain battle, and because of that, if you don't remember that, then it could get really screwy. I don't want to screw, honestly, though, with finding out what exactly I need to use and when, so you know what? I'll just put on Freight and Ash right now. I'd just waste it. Didn't just jump. The essential idea is I want to play the game without ever using the B button this time, and do nothing but jump and hover. And I guess I could potentially dash as well, but that assumes I know how to dash properly. So I probably won't do it at all. But yeah, essentially I have to play the entire level as if I was playing normal, but without no damage and without really inhaling any enemies either. Unless I figure out there's a Ash power-up at the end. And I can still tap B, I just need to very quickly do it. Let's see, you know what? We're gonna play this more like a professional should actually play a save. No enemy kills, no other stuff. We actually have to play kind of good if we want to effectively get through it. Okay, that guy seems to be really focused on firing to that one spot. That doesn't seem to do anything. I need to pay attention to my power-up. If I ever lose it... Okay, good. Two in a row. Oh, great. Oh, great. We have one of these again. Okay, so that was only half of the problem. Turns out, you also have to avoid those other stupid enemies on the other side that the game never told you was there. And this one's super annoying because every time you mess up the strategy to get to Wild Frosty, yeah, things get really annoying. Essentially, you have to get the power-up from this store that we just went to before. I could show it off differently. I think just Crash in general, though, is what you have to use. I don't know, it depends. If I charge the regular Crash and it's not actually enough, then I may just have to use Crash. Ash, of course, is the original busted power-up, which is also another busted replacement of another power-up altogether, which many people don't know. It used to be called something completely different. It did do its same effect, but it was different. Instead of calling it Crash, the game Originally made it look a bit cuter, and it was known as the mic power-up back then, although the enemy you dealt with actually made more sense that it would look more like the Crash power-up. Beyond it, nothing really changes. We again have to get through the entire first part of the level with nothing more than jump and hover, and without losing it for the entire part. While it is possible we might be able to get something from the side, which seems like we can get close, but other than stealing a beast sack, it seems like it doesn't really change anything. Of course, nobody really knows that you're supposed to use the Crash power first. Okay, well, that's it. It has to be a Super Crash, Time Crash, because otherwise the challenge would be impossible. You know what? I'll just be right back when I get Time Crash, obviously. What I meant to say was, I'll wait. I'll see you when I get Time Crash back to the actual boss. Okay, so it was just any sort of crash. Well, that helps out a lot. So, I guess we don't need to use regular crash. In fact, the game intended us to use Time Crash just to defeat that boss. Well, that's basically all we had to do, so you know what? I'm going to see you at the end of the level. Alright, at the end of the level, we finally have arrived. Let's go ready to save it. We finally arrived at the end of the level. Now we're back to doing stuff normally. I honestly don't care how much damage I take really much, because gaming over doesn't seem to really do anything other than set you back at a checkpoint, similar to Yoshi's Crafted Island, which makes it pretty straightforward to get through. It's just the tough, annoying goals that make it difficult. I'm gonna do Storm Tornado first, why not? This is a treasure we couldn't get for the longest time because we didn't have enough power-ups from other stuff to do it, because we missed them, apparently. Now we have Storm Tornado treasure, and I see. So this thing could potentially stack up to get more powerful. As you collect enemies with it. So apparently if you collect enough enemies with it that get trapped in there, it'll start creating an even bigger swell. Something, I don't know. Two of these birds. Two of these birds. Now that's when you can tell something's going to get interesting. I guess one of the tornado's more interesting features is to get access to other certain abilities, and then use that ability to, you know, power step. Okay, I need to trigger the second one's animation while the first one is doing that. Now I do that. I just realized when they're trying to pull me in, if I could hit them properly, they won't actually complete the full animation. Okay, that could still hit me for everything. Potentially taking damage up just so I can get to the end. Okay, before that battle happened, we had a chance to at the third time, and once we get into it, we were not even close. We definitely need to improve that in the future, but not on video, of course. Still don't even know know if that's required for 100% or not. If so, it would make it very, very tedious. Somehow I knew it would be here. This just seemed too secret to ignore. How you could go here, nothing appeared, but this spot of all things had a treasure. Ooh, this is at least cool. This is just dash to that. Well... Oh, that second spot is probably for the second player, I guess. Skip the ramp and we're still able to get that anyway. Oh. What? Okay, so that was just the first half. You had to do it again, except they're in even more different spots. Not bad, probably cost me the high for to run. But we'll see. Okay, that might have just messed up the entire thing. Okay, well, it doesn't matter what the time is, really. If you mess up that badly, like me, you're an idiot. You'll just lose the level altogether. Well, that actually makes it a bit of a challenge. Right, so, on second thought, let's not fall down, and let's not that stupid thing happen again. And instead of being an idiot me, I need to actually take the ramp. I swear, by the way, that ramp... It's just giving me the problems today. Alright, well, we got it the second time on our first part, but now we need to do the one that actually matters, which is the second attempt. And yes, me missing that was basically an immediate reset. That might necessarily not be a reset, but it does cost me time, and the time is already pretty tight because of the way it's set up, so you know what, I have to reset again. I already did reset. The only thing I can do to make this faster is to take tighter lines on the stuff that don't have secrets. And just make sure I play everything else perfectly. See, I made it a bit quicker. The movement of that thing alone is what really makes this level annoying. Oh my gosh, stop falling down like an idiot, Kirby, and actually jump. You could hear that. I pressed jump, and Harry didn't want to jump, probably because I was already in the air. Which actually more or less means it wasn't that bad, more like I jumped early. Goodness. I make it all the way to the end the first time I play this, and then I am suddenly an idiot in classic fashion, and I can never get the attempt to line up again. I swear, this always happens in a lot of these games. You get what? Your very first attempt somehow ends up really close, and then you can never for the life of you even get the setup to line up. Okay, I don't even care about that. That was just a minor inconvenience. We can still go through. Oh my gosh! I didn't even know you could bonk there. Okay, that's a reset. Screw you, game. I refuse to believe that that is a bonk. I've jumped up that pretty much every other time, and I've been fine. So why now of all things? Oh my gosh, you have to wait a bit too before you can even get back up. Okay, well, guess what? I think this might be the most annoying level in the game. I know it's not impossible by any means. It's not really supposedly that difficult. Just annoying for having a tight timer. If they had... Okay, that is straight up a tight jump. I will agree with that, but doesn't also say why I shouldn't be getting it more regularly. See what I mean, though? See what I mean? You get one good attempt in, and then as soon as you mess up, you start to get really annoyed, and then you start messing up a lot. And it just spirals out of control. It's so annoying. Hit this. I'm gonna stop talking and actually focus. There we go. Frickin' finally. Jeez. That should have been first try by a mile. But it wasn't. Now we just drive into the end. Was pretty much the end. That's why. The end and beginning were right next to each other. And there we go. And this until we get to the secret level. That's every treasure load we could have possibly found done. Alright. Very annoying, by the way, that I missed all that. Tell you what, I'll try and make up for it as we go further in. Alright, we have all the secret finally, alright. Found the lava while using co-mouth, that's simple enough. But you started posters, that's really annoying. Again, because it's a full based on level, I'm probably gonna have to just go... hit every individual secret, look at every individual level, and continue through it until I find all the stuff I need properly, which is a bit annoying. I don't even know if there are hidden ones, too, yet. I need to figure that out first. Now this is, of course, the penultimate level before the initial final boss, or semi-final boss, King BDD, which then leads into the actual final boss, which then leads into even crazier final boss. I do like how they call the penultimate level before the final boss, the Beast/Stab. The last time they get to do anything. I'm gonna just use my favorite power-up, which is this hammer power-up that deity uses, sort of. King Deity's hammer. Because it's really cool with flames and everything. Okay, we haven't found a Beast-Swatted poster, but that's probably because they're later into the level. I know that guy just straight up charged into the lava. Seems I'm not the only one that's an idiot. Seems many of the enemies don't know any better. But again, when they have set patterns, I'm sure if they could really stop themselves from falling to their death. That's for sure. That was quick. Okay, this guy I clearly have to hit while he's up in the air. No, this does not have a secret, unfortunately. I have to check every secret, though, just to make sure I don't miss any Bonton posters. I will say these multi-collection levels are the worst to miss stuff in, because then you have to go for the whole level platinum from start to finish again. Just to get back to the part where you saw one, and do other stuff. Because of it, I may only give it one true try, and then if I miss it again, then I'll have to go back and just get stuff. Alright. Right. Oh, I see that. It's kind of funny, you could see the wanted poster from the other side as well. Gotta remember, as soon as I change power-ups, I'm gonna end up turning back some stuff. Wait a minute. There's nothing against that wall. At least at the moment, there's nothing against that wall. So that means there can't be any wanted posters there either. Well, since wanted posters can technically hide anywhere, we pretty much have to take the same route that we did last time. Taking our Eye the Big Frog out. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on. 2 of them. Actually, 3 of them. Yeah, that's right. God, there's one up here too, so there's 3 of them we have to take out. See if there's anything underneath them, which there isn't. Find that secret out. And take him out. Make sure we can get through. I think we need this anyways to get to the end, right? Okay, I guess we don't. It did, quote-unquote, reveal a secret area, which, once again, has another chance of having those, but no sign this time around. Sorry, by the way, I'm still suffering under sickness, so I'm mostly doing this to catch up now that it's dropped quite a bit. Oh, you can't even go down there. It's so annoying. It would have been really nice to hide something there, but at least these particular ones aren't hiding something. Maybe a different one will. Everyone also didn't appear to hide any secrets. And yeah, so it makes sense to show all to the beginning. That's why every time I like miss one of these challenges in particular, it's really annoying because it wastes extra time due to having to go through the entire level just to check all of it and make sure it wasn't something we missed before. I could have just one-shotting, using a single shot to get most of these done. Not even worried. That was close. Closer than I wanted it to be. But got it done. That time I was missing quite a bit. Yeah, I pretty much have to go through everything normally. Alright. Alright, change from one mouthful to the other. Because you had to use that just to get through the first part. We'll take this guy out before I go. And then you change to this mouthful, and then to the next part. Now that just destroys itself. Yeah, you're pretty much forced to wait on that needle guy before you even go anywhere. No wanted posters there. Okay, this area looks a bit... Oh, yeah. Now I remember. There's one right at the bottom of that spot. One of the more awkward spots for it to be. And that guy just commits suicide. I forgot that guy just kind of... It just jumps off the ledge. I think that's a nicer way of putting it. Should know better. Alright. Right, I remember now. I got the first 3 of these pretty easy. It's everything after that when I started getting screwed with everything. And now I'm so cautious now. I'm just checking like every single wall and every flippin' extra just to make sure I'm not missing a monster. The only good thing, though, is they cannot be on horizontal lines, usually by default. And they also can't really be any tier walls that you can't get to, so most of the time they're hidden as secret walls somewhere else. Although that was an exception. It was hidden on a ledge, on the bottom of a ledge of all things, which made it kind of tricky to spot at first. By the way, who needs to go for those twist waters when you can just spam hover over it all? Yeah, like, I got there's dangerous parts that's like, oh, there's this really bad shot that you have to get through very specifically. Okay, now I need to make sure that I check all the stuff here, too. Nothing here, unfortunately. That's good. Oh! Oh, okay, it was just hidden there. Wait, that means it pops up right as soon as you turn around, then. Oh, that makes sense, actually. Okay, so it was there, it's just in the spot that I didn't think about. I'd be smarter to blast boost very late when I'm actually about to hit something. Because, if you delay it too long, then you're just gonna get hit almost every time. If you delay the blast boost, then you can... Alright. Well, that's probably the one we missed, because, well, it's pretty cheeky being there and all, like, being right at the edge of the level. Meaning it's super easy to miss if you don't know what you're doing, which I wasn't the first time, for sure. Okay, those are the only stats we could have checked, so now down to here. Oh, this zone you can go to, but... Oh, though only really partially, but... Other side, for some reason, you can't. It's crazy how, in some of these newer Nintendo games, you expect there to be no barriers at all, and you would just fall off everywhere you go. Most of the time, nowadays, there's just invincible barriers to completely prevent you from falling down altogether. Let me guess, the Beast Wanted poster is somewhere else. Oop. I could just single hammer them to get rid of them. It's probably not the fastest, though I don't really care. Okay, there clearly couldn't have been any there. Now we have to go into the wind section. I'll at least take a brief look at this section, but I doubt there would be any secrets in here. Oh, I just realized you have to... You can't skip those. You have to hit them using the wind. Whereas previously you could do the part without potentially using this. Now you actually have to use this on those particular sections, otherwise you don't even get through and you just take extra damage and then have to redo that section. Probably. Yes, you have to get usually almost all of the... Okay, that... Okay, I will say that one is entirely optional. And, oh, my... Right, I forgot! That part is so tight, gosh darn tight! By the way, it'd be stupid to put a poster in there because, well... One, it'd be really hard to find, and two, I'm not sure how that power could actually get that anyway, so you know what? Yeah. Thank goodness. Alright. Alright, I forgot about this. Okay, this one we have to really make use of this hide ability to really do our... I forgot I can trap them underneath our... Oh! Okay, that could not be dug under. Good to know. If only I know that a bit sooner. Let's just puff out the last wanted poster, which, yeah, I guess that makes sense that that was the last one. So really, we missed that one at the edge, because of course we did, because, well, how would I see that one on our first try? I'm just gonna finish the rest of the level normally, I don't care anymore. And in the meanwhile, just so we can see this jerk of an annoyance die. Well, he's not even that far, it's just... Alright, that is in the way. Right, I was trying to go back for this. But then I figured out that the one I missed I wouldn't be able to go back anyway. And now I have a new best coins because of that. Okay. Ooh, a rarer one. Alright, just this stage left, and what is it again? Oh yeah, I forgot about this! Clear without taking any damage. Okay, well, just that on its own should be simple. And also, yeah, it was take any damage, but not through the entire thing, it was just through one boss. Okay. That makes it a little bit more manageable. Oh great, we have no flame power up here. You know what that means. I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. By the way, I saw King DDD enough times to know that his fourth power-up might actually be a bit trickier. And no, I'm not talking crazy. I'm not gonna use Time Crash on him. Are you silly? We've gotten to the point where... By the way, if this was a speedrun, you could just use Time Crash to beat everything, and it is incredibly good for just intentionally not... Well, you probably still want to take out fights so that you get all the Waddle Dees instantly, but on the ones that you do have Time Crash for, you kind of just want to use that as much as you can, because if you can cheese an entire fight by using nothing but Time Crash, you save tons of time over otherwise what you would have to do. Even just picking up that upgrade on its own, that would be a very useful power-up that could use our stuff. One of two other upgrades you would get at all. The problem is you would have to get a star to activate it, so I wouldn't see much use for it at first, in any percent. But I could see you would do if you were 100%. And yes, I joked around the last time I did stuff. Of course we're beating King DDD without even using my Gura attacks. I mean, without using Time Crash as well. That power-up is kind of busted, and I feel like people should know how the developers actually intended you to do the fight, which is a bit more dodging around, which probably works similar to the first King DDD fight. It's just a bit harder. It's also a bit more annoying because you take a little while to even get to him. Oh wow. You have to wait on him a bit more now. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, this one we might have to actually use the proper crouch guard strategies, which is the run where you crouch and drop to the right at the last 30 second. Or, again, time proper dashes, which I actually don't know why I wasn't just using right sooner. I guess I just don't want to overuse them, really. That was the big focus. I guess I could use Storm Tornado to get away from it, but That would give me a vulnerability to all of his attacks, and it'd also be riskier and less damaging, so I just prefer the flame power because you do much more initial damage to him that it might be worth it. Okay, this is easy enough to just run from normally. Dodge it normally this time. Okay. Okay, alright. Also, I realized the crouch guard is hard and dash are the same effect. Okay, well, we at least made it further in, but we didn't make it any farther than that before we got hit again. The biggest thing you'll have to do is, again, when you to clear without taking any damage, you have to learn each attack individually again. Make sure you actually know what you're doing. Because I know that attack we've seen before, though. To get it, we got hit by it because, of course, we were not paying attention. Because it's a blind playthrough. What do you expect? How would I know how to do that? It's kind of stupid, because it pretty much is the same as the first time we fought the boss. So I guess, to be fair, I messed up really badly there. But the hammer attack is new, that secondary attack that he did, Tornado, that's new as well, so the first two were all new attacks. Yeah, it's probably safer to just make sure everything disappears before you attempt to even do any damage to him. Oh yeah, I see. I was just pressing the wrong button. It was L and A to actually do stuff. Okay, this is a good chance to damage him up a bit. Oh, now we'll be able to just completely skip this part. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, he doesn't... Oh yeah, that's right, he doesn't fall in the same way, because you first have him do his stupid attack, and then he becomes angry. And I'm just gonna wait for him to do something. Okay, until he initially charges, you don't necessarily have to do the same strategies it usually is. That was quick. Okay, we got him before he was supposedly able to attack me out of this air there. It's a good thing we damaged down a little bit sooner, too. If we had not thought of that, then we might have not got it done in time. Alright. This is gonna be a bit different. Right? Or not. Still goes into the same cutscene. And funnily enough, still forces you into Lab Discoverer. I hate that this forces you into Lab Discoverer. But, guess what? It's not all bad, because all you really have to do is exit the stage and you're fine. Wait, so that means you can just exit the stage and go back to get your time crush after using it. Which would seem stupid, but it works. And again, we only really need to beat the final battle. Now, of course, we didn't intentionally do that because I wanted to just save time by going straight into the end sequence. Alright. Okay, now we've actually saved all the Waddle Dees. At least as far as the main game's concerned. Okay. And now they show off golden statues proving that we are the heroes we deserve. Alright. Okay. Okay, no hidden blueprints we've missed yet. Okay, so the only way to get more percent now seems to be to just beat the main game. And this is where I'm actually going to change things a bit. I'm going to do Ultimate Cup. Again, we have to get a first clear reward on this if we want to get a bonus. So, you know what? We're going to do it as well. Not 100% without all the cups as well. Now, Ultimate Cup, this is going to make things a bit interesting. We can't cheese all the fights, and then time crush it whatever we get for the game is pretty random. So my simpler way of dealing with it is probably to just spam nothing but flame attacks, and also try and focus on being consistent and not taking early damage like that, because this is a little bit more of a tougher challenge. Because now it's not just a weekly series of battles, it's now suddenly 12 battles in a row. And while you do get small heals at the end of each phase, you now have to be a bit more strategic. We're gonna take one HP stuff thing right, though, right off the bat, just so we can have it turned into a small later. I'll use that to heal as we need to, but otherwise, I think we're just gonna do a solo fire run. Keep every power-up using fire. Looks like this guy isn't changed from his double version. Always seems to like doing that charge right off the bat. When you have a power-up as good as fire, you can pretty much destroy any boss rather quickly while still being able to reasonably dodge every attack. Also, this is not just regular fire, this is dragon fire. I should probably mention that. But the hammer could be useful. I don't see myself actually using it right away. Okay, I am full. No point in healing there. And like I said, there is arena like this, very similar to it, as in Kirby's Return to Dreamland for Wii, which I have played before, though not necessarily by myself, or the whole game much at all. I usually just played it with Isaac, because he liked it a lot, too. Before I played Kirby games, my brother was more into them. Isaac is my brother, by the way, and he's the one who played these games more, and who originally got me into them, though I initially didn't think of it much. But now I see that the game does have its own challenge, most of which seems to be in the boss battles themselves. Because, well, boss battles are actually pretty intensive for all intents and purposes. KDD's pattern really doesn't seem to change much in here at all. You pretty much do the same thing you did the last time. You slam them with stuff, and you kind of get them dead, and that's it. There's also a gap where you can technically hit them if you're close enough to the edge and like run very close to the side like this. So, as it turns out, you can take him out even earlier. Now you can see why Dragon Fire is so busted for this. It's almost just as busted as the other power-up. At least this gives the enemies a way to fight back. That's my purpose for using it, and not a different power-up. Okay, took her out before. She could do her other attack. Oh, she just attacked sooner in the arena, it seems. Okay, so she always goes up to the thing a second time, it seems, before she'll do her regular attacks. Thankfully, this version of Helen seems to be much easier than the normal version, where she could stay up there for much longer. Oh, I see now. You can only use those a second additional time. Okay, well, there's still 7 fights to go, so we need to pay attention to her. not even getting close enough to damage Garottle. What the heck? Got him before he could even spin. I should have known I could counter his spin, though I never really did it at first. Let's deal with that. Oh, frick, that's right, because now we're very close into the stage. We now freaking Silly Dill yet again. But now we have a new cute ability that we did not know before. That's called the Dash ability. So now, Silly Dill should actually be much easier with that ability, and also because I've learned how to play the game properly now. Remember when this guy used to be hard? Well, now it's basically turned into the spam dash and win. And it's even better than your regular attack, because it can be used immediately and goes even faster than the Flame Dash was, because the Flame Dash actually has a little bit of leeway on it, which causes it to do something interesting. And you can use it on every other attack too, so why not just use crouch guard dashing for every single attack that this guy has to throw? And he won't even get a chance to do anything, and just like that, we beat him without even taking any damage at all. Remember when I struggled with that? Well, crouch dash is a thing, and now we just got through it. Oh great, this is the annoying one. You are still forced to grab the sword too, so we are once again gonna have to do this with just the sword. Not a regular sword, of course, Meta Knight's sword. But that also means we're gonna have to properly dodge his attacks, since I found out there's this really cool animation I found off-screen, where if you don't actually dodge one of Meta Knight's attacks, he hits you in the air and does like kind of a super combo that almost seems like... almost makes me seem like he's Cloud from Super Smash Bros. Or from like the Final Fantasy series in general. Cloud's ultimate attack is very similar to that, the Omni Slash ability, and I think one of Meta Knight's attacks is just doing that. Because of that, there's not really a good strategy for doing a lot of damage to him quickly. And really, it's going to be more focused on just avoiding stuff. And of course, we can hover cheese half of it. If you just mash properly, you'll never get hit by that attack. Oh, that's not even the attack I was looking for. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I actually thought he would do the attack, but this time he didn't even do it. Okay, so it just seems to occasionally appear and occasionally not appear. Oh, we have a chance to get our hammer back, because this is King DDD, so we can... Oh wait, no, this is not the one I was thinking. I'm gonna just this attack go off normally, of course. Right, you have to take out all of his HP, you gotta remember that. Switch this for his hammer power-up just because I like it better for this fight. Now we've stolen his power-up, and we're about to use it against him. Eat it, King DDD. You just got beat by your very own power-up. I had to do that, by the way. Fortunately, I didn't really get flamed back here either. Oh, I get what this is. This is similar to the regular battle, except now we're battling the other bosses we had just beat the previous time. And before. Except this time we have the ability to heal and do other stuff. Oh, frick. His little ability immediately knocks off my power-up. And the other things I could do to him don't really work good. Holy crap, he resists a lot more damage than I remember. Good grief. I want to die just from Leon Gar alone. I should, Oh, okay, I was just doing it wrong again. Okay, I'm gonna have to just, casual dodge this. Which means we're gonna have to wait on him very slowly to do his thing. Using dashes to get away from him. Okay, even though I dashed there, I didn't really do anything. And there, he leaves himself vulnerable for just a small bit. That's our one chance to get damage in on him. Oh, okay, well. Oh, okay, well, I dodged a special attack there. Okay, good. Thank gosh, good grief. Thank goodness you get heals still in between battles. Limited heals, nonetheless, but ever stuff. Okay, we got a bit of coins, but fortunately, still no flame power-up. I might just have to get rid of this altogether and start using normal. But it's simple enough where I could just spam dashes to get away at first. When he does the charge attack, I could just counter him with this. That's how I get my damage in. Other than some small attacks, this particular boss doesn't really do anything. And again, you can spam dash for pretty much everything. But I might want to wait a bit on necessarily killing him right away. Because there will be a flame power-up soon if this stays the same as previously. So if I wait intentionally for that part to come up, then very quickly grab it, not that one. Oh, but it might be coming up soon. You know what? It'll be easier to just drop the power-up right now, meaning we'll be playing with normal for once in our life. Or at least a little bit. Once we get the flame, we're going to use it again. I always forget that Meta Knight forces you to use the sword to even challenge him. That is super annoying for want to do power-up runs with just nothing but one power-up. Okay, there is our flame power-up. It's a bit of a slow strategy, but it gives us a guaranteed flame power-up for the last fight, which I'll probably need to still be fast. And then, in classic fashion, the final battle is also the final boss. We have nothing to lose, so I'll just grab one just for fun. And this is the last battle of the game. Now, why did I just dash instead of just hovering over that? Whoa! Again, this boss likes to change up his pattern midway through the fight. Sometimes it feels like he's doing a sphere crash, sometimes he's doing something completely different altogether. To be done this. Yeah, I can confirm that it's probably an error since this... Oh, that's kind of annoying. You have to jump midway through that and I guess the dot killed her, because I didn't do anything, and she kind of just waltzed straight into her second phase. Okay. Now the slow part, where you have to absolutely wait for these meteors to come crashing down. Oh. Okay, I had to dash. I had to actually dash out of that. Okay, when he does the sphere attack, that's free damage. Oh, great. Not even close to enough. Okay, so she gets immediate health, and then but the recover doesn't actually start until much later. Oh! I saw you trying to do that. Okay, she seems to like doing a cheap attack immediately after that, though. I'm trying to get whatever damage I can to maybe finish this fight before another one of these. Okay, it's not the one I was thinking. Oh, had to double dash that. Okay, well, that gave me the finishing blow. At the very least, this part is done. Okay, good goodness, no ending cutscene after the end. Having to do the end mode after that would have been really tedious, so good thing that we got it done. 1,500 star coins. Our default A, as well as a special figure for being it the first time. Which is the Volume 4 Super Rare Collection of the Ultimate Light Form, Vector Elvis, is also another good way to farm up money, as you can see. Speaking of which, I should probably showcase how to use it and how to check your volume collection. So there's essentially this number of collectibles you can get, though most of them you can only get through the main collectibles, and once you get to the end it can get a bit tedious. But essentially you go in and you spam Turd Crank over and over again and hope to get new ones. If it flashes, you've got a new one like that. Otherwise you'll just get repeats, like that. Thankfully, it's very quick to spam, as you can see. If you're wondering, yes, I am going to be showing off this part for 100%, but I don't want to necessarily do it all the time. By the way, you cannot actually use this to get all the full figures. There are still some certain... So you can only get through doing hidden content, so... you will have to do all of them at some point. For the end of this video, I'll just see if I can get all the first collection ones. Some of these might not even be able to be hidden in the regular level. They might just be only hidden in the regular level. Okay, well, no special figurine available. It would have to show a case a different thing in order for it to find it out. Okay, we need 4 more after that. Ooh. Oh, what? The heck? Did I leave by mistake and something weird happened? That was weird. It had like a warning or something. I don't know what popped up, but it was weird. Doesn't matter, we need 3 more. 3 more news. Nope. I like how we had just as low and we were getting pretty lucky. Now we can't even get a new one at all. This is much more expensive. Oh, we got King of the Beast. Let's fill this one up a bit. Storm Tornado. Some of these are rare. Oh my goodness. Duel with Metadite. That looks really cool. Whatever, I continue until I miss at the very least. Meaning not getting a new. This is the only real use for coins, by the way, outside of getting free items. Items that can heal you and some other stuff. Alright. Oh, there's the miss. But I did one extra one because guess what? We're gonna get a new one. Alright, let's see how much we have now. Much better, around 14 at least. Alright, well, I'm gonna work on building up this figurine count. I'll see you guys in the next video, though. Until then, like you guys enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!